All right. Hello. This is Mr. Alcala. This is a video to help the substitute and to help students during the substitute day. Um, just a reminder for all classes, there's no eating in the library. No guests are allowed on, usually not on a regular day, but definitely not on a substitute day. So students should stay in the classroom. They don't have access to camera gear, and they can't have friends over, and friends they shouldn't be going to visit other classes and uh, being over there. They have this is where they're supposed to be. Advisory is a this advisory class actually produces the morning news. So a little after attendance is taken, students will go back into the studio. Mrs. Reno or somebody else will unlock the studio for them, and they will get all the gear set up and start practicing. And a administrator, usually Mr. Diaz, will come in and um, uh, record announcements for the school. They'll finish close to 8:55 and head on to their first block. For A1, it's Introduction to Media Arts and Video Studio Fundamentals. Both of these classes have the same Canvas assignment, the same Canvas class. So let's take a look at that. All right, so this is something new I'm starting today. There is a sub-day module, and at the very top, there's a date of when I'm out, and right under that is the assignment. So, how to shoot video that doesn't suck. It's my favorite book. There's 4 copies in the classroom if you want to thumb through them. And students, if I click on that, it'll show student names. So I'm just going to go over here. There's a YouTube video that students click on from Canvas, and it has questions embedded where these little teardrops are. And it's a 9-minute video, but they have work to do in that. This should take somebody 20 to 30 minutes to do if they're watching the video and thinking about a question a little bit before they answer it. So in an 84-minute block, there's plenty of time to do this. Once students are done, they could go get on a PC and continue catching up on assignments that they have with editing, not with gear. So they can't get a camera, but they can get on a PC. A lot of the work we did so far up to this point was in pairs. So this class, again, this is A1. If they want to get on PCs in pairs and do some work, that's perfectly okay. All right, so we'll move on, but also this, please, no eating in the classroom. Second block, Advanced Studio Productions. This is a senior level class. This is their assignment, create content for morning announcements. So this is a little more involved. I have links here to royalty-free music and uh, other items I'm going to talk about here in a second. They can take a look at our morning news channel if they're not familiar with it to um, get ideas for how to make intros and transitions that we need. And here is a link with logos. I did learn today that the PNG files do not work editing Premiere, so stick with JPEGs if you're going to be using them in your products here. This is the website they're going to be on, called Mixkit. Um, the reason we use Mixkit is because they have a really good free license right here. If you click on that, you can read the license, and it allows us to use their products on on our videos without violating copyright. They give us permission. Okay, so here is, this is transitions. No, openers, I'm sorry. This is openers. And remember, they are working in Premiere Pro, so they should not. It should look like this. Students should not be. We don't have access to Final Cut Pro, so that's not going to work. DaVinci Resolve, we don't have that either. We do have After Effects, although there's very few students that know how to use After Effects. So unless you're sure you know how to use After Effects, stick with Premiere Pro templates. For more advanced students, I would say let's do an opener for Diaz or Mills, and go do something like this. If you're sure that you're not going to be able to read that, do the tutorial and find your videos and text and everything and do an opener. Make me an A-Day, B-Day video with one of these titles, or be creative in some other way. But a Mogurt has to be imported a certain way. So I'll put this link on the assignment too. Basically, this button down here is how you import the Mogurt. So if you're going to get stuck, you're going to be like, I don't know how to get this thing that he wanted me to use in Premiere Pro. It's this button down here. You have to go to Essential Graphics, and I don't think it's called Essential Graphics anymore. I think it's called Captions and Titles or something like that. Anyway, you have to go down over here to this button and get it there. This tutorial will show you. All right, so this is something they should be able to get done in a class. If they're working on something different, tell them to email me and to submit a screenshot of what they're working on and their progress instead of this, if they're very sure that I told them that they have something else to do. All right, let's go back to our thingy here. Okay, A3 is planning. Substitute should check with the front office and see what other duties there are. And then last class of the day, studio directing and performance. Let's keep this on here for a little bit if you're scrubbing through the YouTube. All right, this is the last class. If this is your class, you are, again, module at the very top, today's date, create a cool Premiere Pro effect. This, they are allowed to use stock video for this one. The previous class is not. There's a YouTube tutorial here. Some guy with a strong Dutch accent. He shows you 5 Premiere Pro effects, and he shows them all to you in 6 minutes. You're more than capable of picking one and doing it in 84 minutes. So the other class did it on their sub day. You guys should do it too. This class had 14 people, so 12 out of 14 people were able to do it. So I think it's very clear. It's due at the end of class. Thank you so much for subbing for me. I will be very grateful. Students, treat the sub nice. Do all your work. Thanks.